Well, if you were wondering if this thing can roll coal, let's find out. So we're going to take this old 99 diesel out here. I've done videos on this before, but hey, I felt like taking it out, so why not bring the camera along with me? I'm going to do another little test drive. I don't even remember the last time I did one of these. I think it might have been in the snow. So 99 Polaris Diesel, 455, single cylinder. As you can tell, it's noisy, it's loud, it's slow, but it's still a blast to drive. We're gonna go take it around the normal loop I do. We'll finish it off with a top speed run. So I'm gonna tell you right now, there's not much speed involved in this top speed run on this, but it's a good machine. So this is basically a Polaris Sportsman 500. You know, it's the same design as the 500 back in the day, back in the late 90s. They made these for 3 years, I believe, 98, 99, and 2000. This is a 99 model. I could be wrong. It might be 99, 2000, 2001. It was somewhere in there. But they didn't sell a whole lot, and we're freezing up a little bit here. We really don't have any snow. We got a little bit. We lost it. It's I don't know. It's Saturday, December. Oh, that hurt. Forgot I got the plow mount on this thing now, so we lost quite a bit of ground clearance. But it is Saturday, I don't know, the 8th, 9th, something like that, December 2022. But yeah, so I put the plow mount on this. My past few years, I used to use this for plowing. The past few years, I have been using my little Kubota compact tractor, whatever it is, subcompact tractor, a little 22 horse or whatever the thing is. And that works pretty good, but it's developed a slight knock in the motor, so I got to rebuild that before it blows. So I figured I'd use this again, and what I got to do is I ran this in the past plowing, and it does good. The problem with it is it has such a hard time starting because it's a diesel with no glow plugs. Diesels need glow plugs. If it's 20 degrees, it will start up if it's got a good battery in it, a boost. But if you're down to 0, it doesn't do well. So I'm gonna put some glow plugs in this thing, and we're gonna we'll use the all-wheel drive to go up this low range. I'm gonna put some glow plugs in it, do the relay, the whole system. So I'll probably do a video on that for any of you interested in how that works. But so this thing is very good. Like at that kind of stuff, you've got all-wheel drive. I do have one hub over here that I don't know if you can tell, but it's a little wet. It's leaking a little fluid out past. So I'm gonna have to redo the seals in the hub. It uses almost like a automatic transmission fluid in there. I run Dextron 3 in mine, but you can use the Polaris stuff too, obviously. So I'm gonna do that. But yeah, that I might put some new tires on this thing this year, because if I'm gonna be plowing with it, or maybe just chains. I don't know. We'll see. But it did good last time. It was last time I used it. However, it was just kind of you know, you'd have to really work it. Didn't get enough traction. But this is a very unique machine. You don't see many of these. A lot of people hate them. I love it. I mean, it's just so unique. You know, back in the day, it was very expensive. This thing was way more expensive than a Sportsman 500, and you had less performance than a 500. You got the torque, and you got good fuel mileage. This thing, I have, the last time I put fuel in it was, it was back when I was plowing, I think. It might have been a couple years ago. I don't know. It's crazy. But no, it's a very low RPM machine, and you can just putt right along with it. But if you want to ride in speed, you got to pick up the RPMs, and then, oh man, and then it gets very noisy. I mean, this thing's pretty noisy just sitting here idling, but we're gonna throw her back in all-wheel drive, low range, and I'm gonna have to go around this stuff because I got that plow mount, and that thing sticks down way too far. Probably still gonna get bottomed out. Yeah, a little bit. I don't want to ruin it too much, but we got over it. There's what was I gonna say? I don't even know. I'll probably throw it back in high range for this. But this is definitely, it's a work quad. I ride around, play on these trails with it. Well, there's not much playing you can do. You know, you cannot maneuver this thing too much. Doesn't have enough power to break the rear tires free, but it's just a unique quad. It rides good. It rides like any other Polaris Sportsman. I'm not sure if they beefed up the springs. I almost think they use the same thing, but it's geared lower than the Sportsman 500s, and we'll find out up here what it can do. Like I said, it's not a speed demon. And it's really, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But one thing I do like about this, because of the high, you know, it's got the EBS, Polaris Sportsman or whatever, the Polaris EBS, the engine braking system. And this has the most aggressive engine braking I've seen on a four-wheeler. I think it's because of the diesel. It's got high compression, so that, you know, kind of, and it's low RPM, so it'll stop it. I'm actually sliding down this with the rear tires. It'll belt throw you over the handlebars. You gotta keep up the RPMs to even go down this hill. And this is high range. Let me stop here, and I'll put it in low range, and I'll show you what I mean. Let go of the gas or throttle, and this thing will come to a complete stop almost. That's no brakes applied or nothing. It's quite the engine braking. All right, so we're on the high speed course here. We'll do a little quick walk around this thing so you can check her out. Diesel. Yeah, see, dual sensing EBS engine braking system. Works very good on this. Very aggressive, but it's a work machine, so that's what you're gonna want. You got your little fuel filter. You gotta. Luckily, they still make those. So, whoops, lost my shoe. Look at the look at the CV shafts on this thing. They're huge. I mean, the size of them things, are, you know, the width of them, they're wicked compared to the new CV shafts. This has actually got U-joints on the inner and the outer instead of running like a CV boot. They're U-joints, so that's kind of unique. I think up front we got U-joints on the inside, and then there's CVs on the outer. Yep. I don't know if you can see that in the camera, but that's what's going on there. So we got her in high, I think, high range. I'm fogging up pretty good on this. I'm gonna have to crack my camera. Hopefully it doesn't make it too loud for you guys. But we'll get on with the little test run here. This is full throttle. Not the speediest ATV on the lot, but you got to think, diesel's always lower powered anyways. You're talking a 455cc single cylinder non-turbocharged diesel. You can't expect too much out of it. Arctic actually made a 700 twin diesel. I think it had a Kohler motor in it, and I'd like to get a hold of one of them things, but they just don't seem to come up for sale very often. But I have a couple other project diesels. They both need top end, I think, piston cylinders, possibly some other parts, but this thing is pretty much stock, other than I did adjust the fuel screw up a little bit. As you can tell, when this thing was stock, there's no, you know, it really doesn't blow any black smoke like at the beginning of the video there. It won't do that, but with the fuel turned out, it does blow some smoke for sure. Alright, let's try this out. Like I said, it's not gonna be it's gonna be embarrassing, but let's try it. Ready? Full throttle. Let's go. Oh, and an aggressive start right off the bat. Just kidding, obviously. Once again, full throttle. We're probably blowing black smoke out the back, but it is what it is. Actually just dust, I can see. Oh, there we go. This thing doesn't even, you know, it's strange because most machines will be really revving out. This is just like it's governed at that RPM, and that's all you're gonna get out of it. Once again, that's like pegged right to the bar. But hey, what can I say? It's a diesel. I love it. Certain people love it, certain people hate it, and that's all there is. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, obviously like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe if you like these ATV videos, snowmobiles, whatever we got them all